CSX Equipment Defect Detector. Milepost 19.1.
Hello everyone, the Great Lakes Railroader here, and well, as you can see, I have a problem with the dash. This has been happening quite frequently. I've had this for about 2 years, and actually, this problem has been ongoing for about 2 years. So basically, what is happening is that something's wrong with it, and as you can see, the check engine light and the hill start assist light are on, and the X mode and cruise control lights are flashing. And so yeah, that's basically what's going on. Now, I had this in the shop like last week. I think it was Wednesday, I believe, and basically those lights, with the exception of the tire sensor light, the tire sensor light is practically faulty. Something I can deal with. So anyway, the check engine light, the hill start assist light, they weren't on like last week, Wednesday, I believe. That goes for the X mode and cruise control lights that are flashing. Yep, there we go. Oh, yeah. Also, the dynamic control light has been a issue since I left the train show up in Wyoming a couple of months ago. So anywho, now the vehicle dynamic control light is practically new. I mean, I've had the check engine light and hill start assist light on, and the X mode and cruise control lights flashing. Those were practically lights that have been on in the past 2 years. And so the vehicle dynamics control light is practically new. That came on when I was just leaving the train show in Wyoming. So yeah. So I'm gonna try and get that fixed, and worst comes to worst, I may have to put myself out for the rest of the season. As a matter of fact, I think I may have to put myself out now, since this has happened just about 1 week ago, and they came back on just when I was leaving Coldwater. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put myself out for the rest of the season, try to get that sorted out. But anywho, that's all for me. So anywho, that's all for me, and hope you enjoyed the 2 videos I've posted. So what I'm trying to say in the recorded video is that I've been having some car trouble for the past 2 years, before and during my railfan days. The car I currently have is a 2015 Subaru Forester, great for gas mileage. I got it back in the summer of 2022, and a few months later, the problem started. The check engine light and the hill start assist light came on, indicating a problem somewhere in the vehicle. The cruise control light as well as the X mode light also came on, but were flashing on and off when the check engine light and the hill start assist light were on, which gave me anxiety. We'll get to that in a later video. At first, I was told that it was a bad sensor that needed to be replaced. Under the hood, you can see what sensor I'm talking about. So that was replaced and the lights turned off. Then sometime later, the same lights came on again, but the old sensor light was replaced with a new one. I then heard somewhere that with a car like mine, something on the inside might be sensitive to the cold. So I had to keep the front from letting cold winter air in that was being blown into. They do come on from time to time if I didn't pay attention to the weather. In late November of 2023, the same lights came on days prior to the trip to Owasso, but turned off in time for me to make the trip to Owasso. I contended with this issue for a couple of years now, and nothing major has happened. That is, until one hot late spring day. I was just leaving home to go to a train show in Wyoming, Michigan, but I was hoping to see if I could catch a train on the Grand Rapids subdivision in Hudsonville before heading to the train show. But guess what? No train, seeing that today was a Saturday and hardly a single freight can be found on the line, much less a local. So I headed straight to the train show, taking East I-196 to M6 and then to Wyoming, Michigan. It was around 10 a.m. when I got there. About 2 hours later, I was pulling out of the parking spot I was in and headed for Fenville to catch a coal train, when the same annoying lights came on, and it wasn't even winter time. To make matters worse, a new light came on that sent a chill down my spine. It was the vehicle dynamic control light that came on, and that has never came on before. I wasn't about to take my chances with technical and possibly mechanical problems while I did some rail fanning. So, for my own safety, I drove back home. Though hours later, as I was at home, I tuned into the CSX road frequency via my radio scanner app on my phone. To my surprise, there was in fact a coal train rolling through Fenville, which was a serious disappointment. I caught a CSX coal train in the wintertime of January 2023 in the dark, and I was hoping to catch it in the daytime hours. So that was quite a fail, all because I was having problems with my vehicle. The most recent was my steam excursion chase in Coldwater. Just getting ready to chase LRR 110 back to Coldwater, Michigan, the same lights came on as LRR 110 departed Quincy. I was thinking about heading straight back to Coldwater, but I decided to suck it up and continue the chase. At the end of the day, I was ready to head back home, but instead of taking highways I-69, I-94, and US 131 to return home, I had to take the long way on slower main roads, which were a painstaking 55 miles per hour, and I couldn't even use cruise control. To add insult to injury, the vehicle dynamic control light was turning off and on, which worried me. All I wanted to do was to get home and nothing else. That all came up to the video I recorded when I got home that was shown in the beginning of the video. Now, this wasn't the first time I had vehicle problems. In fact, I had vehicle problems with two past vehicles that gave me anxiety or an anxiety overload. But unfortunately, this is where I'll have to end it. I'll be making two separate videos of the vehicles I've used in the past. But in the meantime, if you have encountered this problem before that I'm dealing with today, let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to leave the make, model, and the year of your car, as well as the root cause of the problem that was found. Also, be sure not to put any private information in the comment section, such as the VIN or license plate number, etc. I would like to hear from you, and hopefully the issue can be resolved soon. And hopefully I'll be back in action next season.